These guys should have been the opening game.
Andrew.
All right, for both you guys, I'm doing a thing on 3-point shooting defense. That you guys ranked about 2 more spots lower this year than last year. Is there any explanation that makes sense with that, or is that just one of those weird statistical anomalies, or how do you explain it?
It's funny because me and Marcus were just talking about this for some reason. I don't know why.
We didn't.
You said we were lower? What'd you say it was?
Well, you guys ranked in the 200s nationally this year.
Yeah.
And we're much better last year.
Yeah. That's weird because our defense is better this year than it was last year. I don't know. I feel like it might be just kind of a weird stat because we were kind of talking about it and how it might not be the team's defense, it might just be the team shooting. So, I don't know.
Because Indiana, obviously, could be the best 3-point shooting team you guys see this year. How much of a football is that and concern is that?
Yeah, I mean, we can't just throw out the, just say they're going to be able to hit shots, so let's not guard them. But, I mean, we still got to focus in on that. That's what they want to do. So we still got to make everything as hard as possible against them. But as far as the stat, I don't really know much about that.
For both guys, when Coach Williams early in the season took y'all to hear John Thompson speak, what did y'all take from that, and did it have any carryover during the season?
I mean, I thought it was a great speech, and I think John Thompson is a great guy. But I mean, it was just crazy to see, or just to hear the stories that that he had, and how him and Coach, were great friends. And I mean, I didn't take much from it. I just enjoyed the stories and just enjoyed, seeing someone of that figure, speaking to us like that, and just being there was, was pretty good. So yeah.
Justin.
Yeah, I mean, we just kind of enjoyed that night. It was cool to hear all the stories, like Joel said, and I guess how close he was with Coach Smith. I feel like he could have sat up there all night long and told us stories, but to hear, just to hear a guy talk of that magnitude, I think we all enjoyed it. I think we all were really appreciative of being able to be there.
But not the sort of thing that you carry over to the season and hang on to for any kind of motivation.
No, I don't think we really did. I think we just kind of enjoyed that night.
Joel, how did the flexing celebration that you do after some games, when did that start this year, and how did that kind of come to be?
It was something that I always did, just around the guys, and then with Theo's personality, he kind of, sometimes his personality gets you out of your comfort zone. So, he'll say it, and I can't just deny it. So that's when it all started. But it was something I always do, just not in front of the cameras.
If I'm too old or uncool to know, is there a root of what that is?
How, with society, how all these kids and stuff come up with dances and everything. We have social media and stuff, so we see the dances, and so just something I grabbed online and just put my own mix to it. So yeah.
Does Theo know what buttons to push? Is that like each he has a different button and he kind of gets you going with that, or what?
Theo's just a character. He's always talking, as you guys can see. You guys are in the locker room, and I'm pretty sure all you hear is Theo's voice if you're in there. So, it's something that we love, and it just brings that joy to the locker room. And you always have that one guy, and Theo's that guy. And I think we all love it. Sometimes, maybe he might talk a little bit too much, but at the end of the day, it brings joy to us, and it gets everyone, it makes the team more connected, and I think it's a good thing.
Justin, how does Theo get to you?
In a lot of ways. But, with him, you do nothing but have fun with him. Sometimes you just want him to sit down and not say anything, but, I think on the court, he does nothing but encourage you. That's for sure. And then off the court, he's always joking. The funniest part is the way he talks about himself. That stuff will have you laughing for days. But I mean, he loves to have fun. He's definitely one of a kind, though. That's for sure.
Did he take your jersey in DC after one of the games? I feel like he said he hid it from you.
Yeah, we have a game called Left Hand, and basically if you have something in your left hand that you didn't pay for, if somebody calls left hand, then they get to take it from you. And I went to pick up my jersey, and he came out of nowhere and said left hand, and so I gave it to him, and he took it, so I had to call him before the game to go get it, and all this stuff. So yeah, it's that's one of many things that Theo does.
Justin, who's more, I know a lot of your teammates have talked about, and Joel's talked about this, about his ability to kind of talk smack during a pickup game or during practice to get the competition level higher. Who's more annoying? Is it Joel or is it Theo, the guarding you in practice and trying to get your year?
Annoying is Theo.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely Theo. Yeah.
Does that mean that Joel's more effective?
He's not more effective. Maybe to certain people. For me, I just kind of wave it off. But I mean, I think the thing is, Theo's always talking, like 24/7. Joel, it's whenever he gets fired up. So I can deal with that. It's whenever nothing's really going on and Theo's still talking. So I think Theo kind of goes into that annoying spot sometimes.
I think we're going to replace Coach Williams with Theo to give him equal time.
For both guys, when you go small, it seems like the biggest advantage you're getting, I would assume, are defensive matchups against especially teams that have a stretch five or whatever. What do you think you guys do best in that small lineup?
I just think majority of the time Theo's the one that come in and plays the four. And I think it just gives us another ball handler, another passer, someone that can, stand out on the wing. And then on the defensive end, I think it gives someone that's a little bit more agile than Kennedy or like Isaiah out on the wing that can guard a four-man. So, and it just makes our defense a little bit faster, and guys, are flying around, and just seems like the speed picks up a little bit more when we bring Theo in at the four. And I think that's something that we can take advantage of other teams.
Does that provide a little bit of an emotional boost when you know you're going small, even if it's for just a short window?
I think so a little bit, but just majority of the time, I think we can. 'Cause sometimes we want to run a scramble defense where we speed the offense up, and I think when Theo comes in, I think that helps us. Just like I said, because he's more agile at getting out into the lanes and being able to move a little bit faster. So I think that's why I said when he gets in, it kind of like speeds up the game and gets us, flying around and getting us active.
Justin, you've been in that forward position too, in theory. Do you like playing in that with a smaller lineup and sort of being in that de facto forward position?
Yeah, I mean, if it's a stretch four, yeah. I mean, I like, when we go small, it seems like our intensity level goes up a whole nother notch. Because we have to fly around, we gotta box out and work hard, because if we don't, then they'll take advantage of it. So, I like whenever we go small, because it's just kind of, I feel like we just play a little bit harder sometimes. But playing the four, I mean, it's, honestly, when we go small, I don't even realize that I'm at the four sometimes, just because of how we're playing during that time. So, I mean, I don't mind it at all.
With a guy like Bryce, though, with the way he rebounds, I mean, sometimes teams go with a heavy perimeter and they can't rebound. Is that an advantage? Does Bryce kind of compensate for some of that just with the way he rebounds the ball individually?
Yeah. I mean, he rebounds even whenever they got two bigs in there. So when they only have one big, I mean, Bryce can pretty much go up and get every single rebound possible. I mean, we still got to get to the boards, but, I'll look at my stat sheet after the game and I'll have like 3 rebounds. But then I look at the film and it's like, I got to the board every time, but Bryce just got it every single time. So, I mean, when we go small, I don't think rebounding is necessarily a problem, but we definitely have to work a little bit harder.
Thanks, guys. Coaches, ready?